Hello and welcome. Good evening, everybody. Welcome here to Power of Soul, to our Wednesday Tao Transformation evening. Give me a hands up if you can hear me well. I believe you can. Okay, welcome. Yes, Jati says yes, thank you. I can see Jati on camera. Others, if you can turn on your cameras, that'd be amazing. I can see Carol. I can see Howie. Welcome, welcome. Raj and others. People are still coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So happy you're here. This is our weekly complimentary event here at Power of Soul. And today's topic is all about the soul journey and how we can simplify, hopefully, the soul journey. And Shainey Palmer is here with us, who will share more with us on how we can do that. Now, I don't know about you, but there is a lot of, I've seen there's so many different kind of spiritual teachings out there. Some talk about the soul, some talk about other spiritual topics, enlightening, awakening, and so on. And even if you just go on YouTube and you search for these topics, there's a huge amounts of these out there. And you can go into all kinds of different directions, do all kinds of different spiritual practices, spiritual paths. There's so many possibilities and opportunities. So the question is, what should you focus on? What is the most important for you to do? And how can you progress on your soul journey and on your spiritual journey in the most effective way? And this is something that Dr. and Master Zhigang Shah, who has written this book, shares with us a lot. So this is the book called Power of Soul, and it's become a New York Times best-selling book. And Master Shah has written over 25 plus books now already, and he shares about the soul and the soul journey. And actually he says that everyone and everything has a soul. Okay, but now that we know that, what do we do with that? And how can we make sure we align with our soul and do what our soul wants to do, right? Or maybe you even want to learn to understand what your soul is, who your soul is, and how you can relate to it. And so many more questions can arise from this topic, okay? And so tonight's event will address some of these questions. And we have Shainey here, who is, in my opinion, a real expert on this, because she's been on this journey for many, many years already. At least 15 years so far. So I'm really, really happy that she's here with us tonight to go through this event with us. Okay, so let's invite Shainey on, and Shainey will guide us on how to simplify our soul journey more. And yeah, welcome, 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 Shainey.
Thank you so much, Johannes. Thank you. And welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. And thank you for your very kind words. So yes, today's topic is about simplifying the soul journey. And I'm very happy to be sharing this topic this time with you all. Could you please let me know if this is your first time, if you're new here? And I would also love to see your cameras, to see you all present. So I can already see Carol and Jati and Howie. Hello. Thank you so much for being here. And if we can see more of you, it will be absolutely amazing. So yes, today we're going to be exploring about the soul journey and simplifying the soul journey and what that actually means. So I'll take a seat and we'll learn more. Now, I would love to hear from any one of you if this is something that you've heard before, it's something that you've come across before, the soul journey, or even learning about the soul journey. I can see a few of you have your cameras open, so if it's, I can see those who are here, as far as I know, it's not the soul journey, the word soul journey is not your first time hearing it. I can see, I think you guys are advanced, so I think then it allows me to share a little bit deeper about what it is. What is simplifying the soul journey? Right? Okay. So, as we all know, we have a physical body on Mother Earth. You can see that, like, you can see your hands, you can see your feet. But we may not always know that we have a soul. And Master Sha, who is the teacher, I would say an expert in the soul wisdom, and also about the wisdom of the source, he shares very deep wisdom about the soul and what the soul does, what is its movements through time. Because we come into this time, this life, and we learn that we have likes, we have dislikes. We do our different daily activities. And as a soul who has a physical body and has the awareness that you are a soul in a physical body, this creates a very unique experience of the world, don't you think? So if I started from the very, very beginning, I would say this. Master Sha begins with one sentence. He says, everyone and everything has a soul. And what is a soul? He says a soul is a golden light being. Golden light being. And a soul, if we all have a soul, the journey of the soul is the soul's progression through time, through space, and more. And so when we talk about simplifying the soul journey, or even understanding the soul journey, it is a very deep topic. Because, and I'm going to give a bit of a disclaimer here today, this information that I'm going to share, it's just something I'll present. It's information. Whether you agree, whether you disagree, I honor you truly from my heart and soul. But I'd love if you'd allow me to present what I have learned through, as Johannes said, my 15 years of experience. And a lot of it was very lived experience. So in my experience and in my understanding, we have an embodiment now on Mother Earth, but we could have also had lifetimes, past lifetimes, that we may have been on Mother Earth or other places and lived different things. We've done different things. It may be you've come into this lifetime and you know when you were younger, you just had a passion for cooking. And so when you grew up, you would be cooking, and your meals taste amazing. I know that because I have a mother who's like this, which gives us the treat that we are very blessed to have incredible food. And she was doing that from a young age. And you could say, yes, my mother learned it from a young age, but maybe that's something that she learnt on her soul's journey. And she just brought those skills into this lifetime. Do you ever think about that? The things that you could be good at could be something that you have learned, not just in this life, but you have learned over a period of time. This is what I mean by the soul's journey. Because describing the soul's journey in words may not be very simple. Because try to describe every single experience you have had in the past week. Just try. Every moment, from the second you got up to when you went to bed for the past 7 days, in an instant. Right? And you can try our best. We can really try our best. But to be like a play-by-play of all that time, we just forget. We don't really remember. A lot of it's just routine. Like I woke up, I brushed my teeth, I had my coffee. I don't drink coffee, so I had coconut water or something. But then what did I do after that? I take time. I have to figure it out. I have to ask my brother or anyone else, literally. What did I do? For the soul journey, it is like that. We may not remember even the fact that we are a soul, but you can see in our life how our expressions of our soul has presented itself. Our life gives us the opportunity to bring out our soul's nature into existence, whether we know it or not. So what does it mean to simplify the soul journey? I've given you a little bit of an aspect of what is the soul's journey. Just little tidbits. But simplifying the soul journey is like having elements of a map to let you know what is it that we need to look for on this journey. What are the tools? What are some of the elements of it? It's not a play-by-play. It's just the depth of understanding of what you need to do for your navigation. Where are you going? Where is your soul going? It's a journey, right? You start from somewhere, you go to another place. We didn't say the soul's day. We didn't say the soul's finite box timeline. We said the soul's journey. So the soul must come from somewhere. The soul has experiences, and then it's going somewhere. Where is it going? And when it's going there, how does it go there? Are these interesting questions for you? Yeah? What are some of the secrets of navigating the soul journey? Do you want to know the secrets for navigating the soul journey? Yes, I can see a very big nod from Eve. Yes. Smitha said through meditation. Yes, there are many aspects. Chanting, yes. There are many aspects to it. What I want to share with you is that there are many millions of souls throughout time that have let go of everything to go to the mountains to pursue this journey. They gave up everything. Why? For what purpose? Because the thing is, logically, you may think, why would I give up things, for this journey? But your heart, your soul could be yearning for something more, something deeper. And the thing about this yearning is, you try your best, but you cannot touch it. You try your best, but you may not even understand it. But it's so deep. It's so deep, people make actions. Like, we can't do this anymore. I can't live my 9 to 5 anymore. I can't have this kind of relationship anymore. Can't do all of those things. This is the yearning. This is your soul waking you up, letting you know, this isn't working anymore. I yearn for something more. Just need a little bit of water. 1 moment. Little water break. This is one thing that can propel your soul on this journey. This yearning. Because this yearning, it doesn't have a, how can you say? Like, if it's hot and you're feeling really hot, what you can do is you can get a fan and you can blow cold air on your face and you cool down. And the yearning to be less hot has been achieved, basically. You no longer are yearning to be less hot. But if it's something inside of you, like your soul, yearning for something, it's I can't put a fan next to my soul and be like, does this work? No. It needs something deeper. And there are symptoms that we have of this yearning of our soul to know more. It's when we wish to find or wish to be in front of some new things, new experiences. It's like the soul comes and it guides us to know, okay, we don't want to have these kind of negative people around us, toxic people. We want to be with people that are nurturing to us. Or maybe it could be the fact that you have a health condition, or you have something that is niggling you and you want to search for something. It is these kinds of things. Or even something where you just know you're meant for something more. You have a purpose and it needs to be fulfilled and you don't know what it is, so you search. All of these things cause you to search. This yearning causes you to search. And when you go on your search, however it comes up, you will find something. Because anything that's being searched, you can go to Google, pretty sure you'll find a lot of things there. But here's the thing. If you don't know exactly what it is, you just have this yearning, you try to search, there is almost an infinite amount of information that you'll come across. Literally. Like, you've seen them, you go to Google, you've seen the amount of searches they have. Sometimes it's like, you have reached 15 million searches. How long does it take to go through 15 million searches, for the yearning of your soul? I think it'll take a little bit of time. Maybe like this lifetime and the next, right? Maybe a few other lifetimes after that. Right. But you know what? A lot of the soul's journey through time could have been like that, trial and error, trial and error. Does this work? Yes. Does this not work? Well, I found out it doesn't work by it going wrong. Next lifetime, try again. In this lifetime, you may come across the thing that didn't work, and then you're like, no, wait. The soul remembers, I don't want to do this again. It's long. It's really long. And this can go on for such a long time. And if you check in with your soul can be like, yeah, been a while. Sometimes I even made the same mistakes twice. And one thing about the soul is that it really, really, really wants to go on this journey. Not every soul, but if you're here, maybe it's your soul. And it may be even more, not just going on this journey, but it's navigating this journey with soul intelligence. It's a very different way of navigating this journey. So I've given you a little taste of the journey. And what's profound to me is that through the teachings of Master Sha, he has simplified some of the most complex elements of this very long trial and error journey in an incredible way, simplified it incredibly. Do you want a list? Those words came out of my mouth. I'm like, imagine you can just like write a list and it'll help you understand how to simplify your journey better. It's just a list, like you have a shopping list. It's a shopping list for the soul's journey. This is very simplified, but I might give you a list. Just some elements. It goes much deeper than this, but it's a good place to start. Do you want a list? I can see some nods. Okay, I might start a list. Okay. I'm going to use the whiteboard. Can you see it? Is this a good position? Yeah, okay. So I have some notes here, because I could use a list from the top of my head, but I'm going to use the notes here. Okay. It's very intriguing, this list, isn't it? Okay, number 1. And I'm just going to put these points first, okay? Then I'll explain a bit later. So if it doesn't make a lot of sense, don't worry. Maybe it does make sense. I'm just giving another disclaimer. Okay. Okay. Can you read that? I think you can. It looks clear, right? Okay. Oh, you can't read it? Maybe do you want to focus on it? Oh, you can read it. Okay, maybe think Yeah, you can read it. Okay, it's okay. I'll read it out. It's a bit faint. Okay, okay. I can go over it. I'll go over it as I go through each point. So we start over here with the journey of the soul. So I began to speak a little bit about this already. Is that clearer? Thumbs up? Yeah. Okay, great. So I started a little bit with this, the journey of the soul. And I went a kind of a here, there, everywhere kind of approach. But it can be much more simpler. It is literally, what is the soul? What is the purpose of the soul journey? Or the soul on this journey? What is the purpose of the physical life in connection to the soul journey? 3 questions. I'm just putting questions for now, because otherwise I need like a lot more time. Understanding these core points will give you an understanding just of what you're doing. What are you doing? Why did you come, manifest yourself in this place? For what purpose? Right? That's the first bit. The second one is, okay, you have a soul, and it's in this physical embodiment, but how does this soul create your life? What does it use? What are the intricacies of it? You've heard of the word manifestation, maybe. So what is it? What is the connection between the soul and how you are living your life? What are the messages in your being that create your life? How does that work? Right? Because if you're on a journey, number one, then you're going to be doing things. And that's going to be coming from somewhere. Journey, doing things. That's the soul manifesting your life. And in all of that process, you have your experience on this planet. Because you're on this journey, you're doing things, therefore you have experiences. And all of these experiences give you what it is that is your life. And it can be positive, things that you want, or experiences that you don't want, right? So if you have things that you do want and things that you don't want, what can you do to make the things that you do want increase and the things that you don't want to kindly go to another place? So that would be going and looking, okay, this is what you're manifesting. You're becoming understanding of what you're manifesting. So how do you think the things that you don't want can go to another place? For that, you need tools. The tools of the soul journey. What are the tools of the soul journey? There's many different things that we can use as a tool of the soul journey. What does that encompass? Right? And how do you use those tools? And if you do have tools, are they effective tools? Do they speed up your journey? Are they powerful? Right? Because you can have a tool. Like if I need to dig my garden, I have 2 options. I can use a pencil or I can use a shovel. Now, would you like to tell me the effectiveness of a pencil versus effectiveness of a shovel? I think if I was using a pencil, I would be here for another 20 lifetimes if I wanted to dig up my garden. If I use a shovel, that's an effective tool, right? If I used a shovel and I was a little girl, it would allow me to go only so far. If I was a shovel and I was a person with muscles, maybe you'll go a bit faster, don't you think? Or maybe not. I don't want to discriminate. Maybe you don't have muscles. Maybe you're just in strong inner strength, right? Much easier to dig up your garden because you have the right tools and you have the right conditions. So it's understanding what are those tools, what are those conditions. And once you have them, those tools, how are you using your tools? How are you using your tools? If you're going to dig, how do you dig? What is your technique? If you need to do this much piece of grass, you don't start on the next door neighbor's lawn, do you? Because then you're digging up their garden and they're not really happy about it. You need the right technique for your lawn, right? And these techniques, how you dig up your garden, these techniques are the 10 greatest qualities. It's the techniques that we use, how we create differently, how we manifest differently, how we apply our tools. We apply them with the 10 Da, with the 10 greatest qualities. And as we do this, all of these things together, we are cultivating, we are transforming, and we're getting much closer to our destination, which is the source. Is it becoming a bit simpler for you? Maybe? Yes? No? Yeah? I saw some thumbs up. Are you on? Yeah? Yes, I see a few yeses. This is a very high level overview, okay? I didn't go in depth. I literally just wrote a list. You cannot tell me from a grocery list, for instance, that you know exactly how apples taste. If I have apples on the list, you can be like, okay, I need to get apples, but I'm gonna tell you, is it Granny Smith? Is it Fuji apples? Right? You need to have an experience of these. You can go in depth. It's just simplified. Because that's the topic of this session, right? Simplifying the soul journey. I didn't tell you how all of these work in depth. That's for later. And there is some depth to this. Already as we started, this session started with an understanding that we are a soul. We're a soul navigating the soul journey. And this is a list, a way, a method to understand how we are doing that journey, what ways we are creating on this journey, and how to move forward. Because you can make any journey, but you need a propeller, right? If you're going to make a journey, you don't stand still and expect yourself to go somewhere. You need to move. So these are the elements that allow you to show you not just the movements, how you're moving, in which way, what's the effectiveness of your movements towards the source. Yeah. So I want to hear a little bit from you. How are you feeling just from this little sharing before we go into a practice? Linda.
Hello, thank you very much. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your teaching. I really appreciate. I have a question. The soul, when you know that you have a mission, so for example, my son is autistic, and I know that my mission is to help mothers who have a kid on the spectrum. I've been doing it for a long time, but then I stopped. But I really have this call of going back to it. But what do you do when your soul wants to do something, but your soul is also exhausted? So how do
Yes,
you deal with that exhaustion? But I really believe what you say. We have a soul journey.
yes, I understand. How do you deal when your soul has gone through a lot and needs something like a respite? This is when we begin to speak about the tools of the soul journey. Because these tools can allow and they facilitate different layers, different depths of healing, or help with further navigation for clarity. But like I said, this session is not, I cannot teach all of this in this 1 hour session because it's very deep. It's very deep. But it's just, it's a, how can you say, it's an overarching message. It's the bigger picture. And there are so many questions you may have, maybe, around this. Maybe it's not, maybe it's very clear for you. And before we get into that, like I said, this is me presenting some information in a list format, extremely high level information. It's like, by high level, I mean, it's like the absolute summary sentence for a process that could be how many lifetimes again and again and again. So there are questions. There is some space that we need for understanding. But when we begin to understand the bullet point list, then you can begin to understand what each of these components mean specifically for you. What does this mean for you? How does it apply for you and for your life? Because here's the thing. If you are here, then you know that you want something more from your life. I know I said it earlier before, but I'm reiterating it. Because you've come here to have this experience of this message. And this message is not a very surface, simple level message. It's a very deep message. And truly from my heart and soul, I wish to share with you in further depth around this. And because of that, we've decided, so this is a little bit of an announcement, we've decided to create a journey, an experience for you. And this experience, this journey, is to understand these layers, this depth of this wisdom more. To give yourself, your soul, the time to explore what this means for you. This navigation, this journey. To simplify is one thing, but to expect every single person to have the same experience will not be honoring your individual soul journeys and your life experience. These messages, this list is an experience. And this is something that I had learned through time. I realized that each one of us are so unique, and this journey is not easy, but it is doable. It may seem like it's hard, but once we get some elements of the clarity, then it can begin to make deeper sense. So we're creating a course addressing each one of these topics, one by one, every week. forgive me, every week, we're going to go into this and we're going to create this experience for your soul, what it means for your soul to be on this journey. And we're going to do practice. You're going to get very deep wisdom to simplify things. Maybe you've practiced before, maybe you know how to do Tao calligraphy, maybe you've received many treasures. But for instance, I realized recently, if I need to do practice, if I need to trace, if I need to chant, when I do this, what if I did this in a very deep connection? What if I understood that I did this with my soul for the creation of a very specific aspect of life? Not just because I was told to do it, but because my soul and I are co-creating a different reality. Kind of reframes the practice thing, right? That's what I mean. This is what I mean, simplifying the soul journey, and why I can't sit and tell you everything all at once, even though I want to. I'm like, yeah, okay, give me another 24 hours, everyone, and I'll go through all of this in depth. But I don't have that right now, but I will. I have a 6-week course. And even more, we'll have a workshop, a 6-week course, and another workshop. And this whole process is literally a beginning to end process to deep dive into the clarity, and I really mean clarity, for your soul journey. Because you may have heard the teachings before, but it could be a little bit haphazard. Like you heard it in this workshop, you heard it in that workshop, you heard it from this guru, you heard it from that guru. And all of that comes together and you get an understanding. And it's absolutely perfect. It's meant for you. Because each one of us needs to learn from, everyone's our teacher, right? But what I'm presenting is a process of experience. Just to give you pinpoints. Like I said, it's not to dictate your journey for you. It's to give you an experience of what your soul is going through in this stage. Because what, in my opinion, in my experience, from my teacher, Master Sha, what he has given to me is a very deep understanding of myself as a soul, what I'm doing, my navigation, and my unique actions on this journey. Because is my expression of love the same as yours? Maybe, maybe not. But when I refine it from the tools that he's given to me, then I'm refining my own experience of my journey. Because if you have to pick and choose and try to gather together information from so many different years, and over time you're like, okay, I kind of know this, but there's gaps. There's gaps. That's why we decided to create this, to fill in the gaps, to give it point by point by point. This is what it is. To elaborate, but to give it to you in the experience for your soul, for what you may want, how your soul wants to experience this journey in connection with and going toward the source. Yeah, what do you think about that? Amazing. I can see some thumbs up, some party celebrations. Great. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an experience now. An experience for connection. Because like I said, I would love to go through all of this with you, but it's going to take a little bit of time. This is why we have this entire experience, the workshops, the practice. Oh, I forgot about the practice. We have the wisdom sessions, but we also have practice. Because, okay, we know how to practice. You may have pieced together how to practice, but intentionally practicing through this period of time is intentionally navigating the wisdom in your lived embodied experience. So it's not just an arbitrary practice you kind of learned. It's the wisdom, what you know, and how the practice allows you to embody what you know towards that purpose of clarity, of moving forward. That's this experience. That's what this, we call it a program, but really it's an experience for your soul, for yourself, for your service journey. Because that's the thing, right? Master Shah says the purpose of life is to serve. To serve is to make others happier, healthier, more empowered and enlightened. That is the crux of it. And when you move into your connection with your soul, and even deeper, your authentic self, just in that connection, who you are is a service, right? So this journey, it's a beginning, but it's clarity. And you know what I can say to you for the soul journey with trial and error and losing and gaining and whatever? Clarity is priceless. Clarity is priceless. You know how much time clarity saves? Spoiler alert, a lot. Clarity saves a lot of time, right? It's like when you're reading a map or a list of instructions. If it's written in Japanese, you have to do a whole bunch of things to try to figure out what it's saying. If you understand it, it may be written in doctor's handwriting. No offense to any doctors here. Even if it's written, are the instructions clear? Clarity is priceless. Are you ready for your experience? Amazing. I'll give you a taste now. Do you want a little taste? Okay, it seems you're quite excited for a taste. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. So let's get into the condition. Close your eyes. Fully relax. And we're going to do a visualization. And if you can't see things, if you don't really visualize things, don't worry. Just pretend that you hear what I'm saying and it happened. Just pretend. It's okay, no one's going to know. It's between you and your soul. Actually, your soul's going to know, so I re-clarify that sentence. You and your soul will know. Yes, let's get into the condition. Close your eyes. Bring your mind, your attention to your lower abdomen. Fully relax. And in your lower abdomen, visualize beautiful golden light. Beautiful golden light shining and it really helps you to relax. Suddenly, in this golden light, a beautiful lotus flower appears. And this lotus flower is shining so bright. And the color, what is the color for you? And you see something moving in the center of this golden light. What is it? You hear something. So you look closer. Aha! There is a person in the middle of this lotus flower. Who is it? Wow! It's your soul. It's your soul. Your soul has come to say hello. And you can say hello to your soul. Hello, my soul. And spend a little time with your soul. What is your soul saying? What is it doing? Spend some time with your soul. And don't worry if you don't see anything. Just relax. Be in this pleasant feeling. And your soul may say some things to you, some words. Listen with the ears of your heart. And what's this? Your soul and you look above, and this incredible shower of light seems to be raining down upon you. Incredibly beautiful shower of light. And the light can be different for some. It can be rainbow, it can be golden, it can be pink, it can be blue. You and your soul are being showered in beautiful light. And as you are showered in this light, I'm going to sing some special sounds for you. Receive this light. Be nourished by this light. Receive the light. Be nourished by the light. The light has gone deep into your pores. Your soul is shining this light so deeply. And this light shower begins to come to completion. And you offer your gratitude. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, my soul. And your soul gives you a bubble of love. And thanks you. and the lotus with your soul begins to fade. And you once again are in this golden light. And take a few minutes, just a few moments to integrate. Maybe you understood what happened. Maybe you're feeling something, maybe you're not. But you just had an experience of meeting your soul. Not just meeting your soul, but being with your soul and receiving deep nourishment from very special light. Integrate that for a moment. And take a deep breath in and breathe out. 2 more times. Deep breath in and breathe out. Last time. Deep breath in and breathe out. Okay, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And you can also thank your soul. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the light that you received. Thank you. Whew. Wow. How was that for you? Amazing. If you wish to share, please share in the chat. Or if you want to share live, you can put your hand up. We'd love to hear from you. I think Eve has put her hand up to share.
Thank you so much, Shainey G. Thank you, Master Shah, and you are fantastic. And the experience was great. It was so great. I have no words to describe it. Really, I have no words. And I could love, enjoy, receive messages of this, my soul who is the boss. And it was reconnecting so deeply. I'm so grateful. Thank you. I've met again in this lifetime another Guruji. You are my Guruji also.
Thank you.
Can't just put that out.
Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your love. Love you. Who wants to hear from their soul? How their soul felt during this time? Do you want to hear from your soul? Like hear a message from your soul? Why don't I do that? We'll receive one demo. Who wants to be a demo? And I'll read a message from your soul. How about that? How do you feel? If you want to be a demo, put your hand, your golden hand up. So if you to do that, you just press react, and in react you can say raise your hand. So you can be a demo to receive a message from your soul, how your soul felt with his teachings, from this experience. And while you're putting your hand up, I think Jati wished to share. So yes, continue writing your sharings. I'll read them. But yes,
Yes,
sorry. Yes.
thank you, Shainey, for this practice. It was really strange because obviously, one's head sometimes gets in the way of it. And I remember I was thinking, where is this going? What am I thinking? And I thought, I don't feel anything. You went through the light shining and all. And just before you said about your soul wants to sing, I could hear myself humming. And I thought, wow, it was amazing. And I kept on humming and really light and very, very clear to me. And I didn't stop until after you said, you can open your eyes. So that was really amazing. That's the first time I could say doing this kind of visualization and imagining it. And I was thinking, I think I'm going to switch off now. But I carried on and just allowed myself to be in the flow. And that was amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Congratulations. So this is the way your soul wanted to experience itself through you, through the humming. Amazing. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So I'll read a few comments and then I'll pick the demo. So Howie says, that was a beautiful experience, so deeply nourishing to be with my soul. I received much clarity with this experience. Thank you so much, Shainey, for sharing this with us. Thank you, Master Shah. Thank you, Howie. Neelam, thank you, Shainey. That was a beautiful experience. Thank you, Neelam. Smitha, love the visualization, Shainey. Thank you. Great, thank you so much, everyone. So yes, also before I pick the demo, if you are interested, if you've learned something today, or if you want to explore this topic deeper, because I did say it's a very high-level overview, there's so much depth, so much to explore. We are starting this experience, this course. And if this is something that you are interested in, you can register your interest, at least, for this upcoming course. And Johannes has just posted the link in the chat. So this is a register your interest. Before we release the links, we wanted to see, how do you feel about it? How was it for you? Did you enjoy it? Was it something you were into? But from the responses that I've seen today, I think it looks like you found this very intriguing, something that you want to explore further. So yes, and through this this link, when you register your interest, you will be the first to know when we release this program, when we release this experience, and how it would be for you, the clarity for your soul journey, a step-by-step process with so many benefits, so many extra bells and whistles. Eve said registered. Wow, that was very fast. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think I just barely spoke it out of my mouth and already were registered. That must have been like lightning fast. You used soul speed. Amazing. Okay. So yes, who wishes to receive? See, some of you raised your hand. Okay, let me check. Who do I receive? I received Tarinda as the demo. Hi. Hi, Tarinda. If you can, open your mic, your camera. Hi. we can't hear you. I think you're muted.
Sorry, what was the name? I couldn't catch the name.
Turinda.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's frozen. Is it frozen? Okay. I think there are a few technical difficulties. But yes, like we're saying, clarity on the soul journey is so very important. It helps us to understand and make a little bit of sense of this experience that we're having on Mother Earth.
Hello.
Oh, I think she's... Hi. Hello.
Oh my God. Oh God, I'm so honored. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for applying. Okay. So would you want to hear what your soul has to say?
Please, yes, please.
Okay. Close your eyes. And there could be a message for each one of you as well, you know? You never know. Okay. Fully relax. Your soul is very excited, Turinda. I can feel it already.
Yes.
Okay. How? This is the soul of Turinda. I am so overjoyed on this day. My heart, for many, many, many eons, has such pain. Pain from all the experiences. Pain from all the things that I have tried and failed at. Pain because I have failed people that I loved. Souls that I'm so connected to. And yet, I gratefully took these experiences as learning opportunities, and I was so thankful for them. But the pain still remained. The pain remained because I didn't know how I can overcome. How can I learn? What is it that I need to learn? What is it that I'm meant to do? And when you started teaching today, I began to cry. I began to cry because after all this pain, it is like somebody understood and answered my question. How can I let this go? Is there an easier way? I really want to know what to do. I don't want to repeat my mistakes. I want to heal from them. Guan Yin came to me the other day and she said to me that there is a way outside of my pain, that I could release it. And I believed her, but in the back, somewhere, I didn't know how to trust. But then I felt called to come here today. And what you have shared in the experience of this practice has given me so much. I'm so grateful to Guan Yin and for everything. I really wish to learn more about this journey. I'm so excited. I cannot contain my excitement. There is so much more I want to share. but I know my time is limited in this session. I just want to let you know, Terinda, please, from my heart, you are not alone. I love you. Guanyin loves you. And there is so many souls who are there for you. Let's go on this journey together. I thank you so much. How? Your soul. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm so honored and blessed. That was absolutely correct about me and my life. Thank you so much. I'm in tears, very emotional. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing your heart. Thank you to your soul. You really are, thank you. You really are an example of a soul who yearns, who's gone through that journey and wants to release that pain.
Yeah.
This is not physical pain. This is a pain that the soul has because it didn't have all of that clarity. I know. My soul was also in pain until it got clarity. I love you. Thank you so much. And thank you to all of you. Thank you for being here. So yes, if you wish to learn more, we're here. We're going to share with you. It's just the beginning. And we can share more about the program in the coming weeks. But yes, I thank you. We've run over time. I apologize. But yeah, this session, this time is very precious. Thank you and your soul for being here. And let's look forward to the progression of your soul's journey. Yeah? Amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, love you, and see you very, very soon. Thank you. And look out for more messages about the program. Will be coming very soon, and register your interest. Love you. Bye, everyone. Thank you.